These colors are just for the stream for Simon that he can keep track on which ship is which. I place this gas cloud here.
You can't even hear me, so I've got the microphones turned down. Yeah, so Richard Sue? We just say Sue, right?
Yeah.
Richard Sue joins me from Nova Squadron, right? That's
Nova
technically
Squadron,
where you
or
can...
512, yeah.
512?
Yeah, in Austin.
In
Texas,
Austin, Texas, right. So yeah, we've got because in the last round, what happened was a table collapsed when Faan's incredible power caused the table to capsize, destroying not only his game but the game next to him. And there was a long extension to those two games for that reason, which then led to that when the round finally ended, there was a huge acceleration to get everything done, which meant I've kind of rushed through that as quickly as possible. And I didn't want them to change their bases or dick around for too long before the round started. Speaking of which, 1 hour 11.
Can you start a clock? Yeah. So we go by your clock. No. Just a second. Start. What's right now? Right now. Okay, sure. Thank you. Good luck.
Wait, give me a sec.
The iron torpedo is on him.
Iron torpedo, seismic.
Barrack.
Barrage, proton.
The host.
Sabine proton. Okay. Yeah. There's no turret console.
No turrets. Solid, no crack shot, seismic bomb, proxy mine, and then bombs in Ghana.
Yeah. Veteran bomber, skill bombardier.
Genau.
Okay. So yeah, I had to rush through getting the list. I'm having someone build the list up for me on the table, beside the table. But basically, we've got Faan playing 4K wings, which he's become famous for. He won the System Open in Spain with those.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so he's already got his flight and invite taken care of for the World Championships. There's a mix of proton bombs. What are these things? Barrage rockets. They've got so many charges on them. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah.
I walked by the table earlier and I just saw 4K.
Do you know what? I'm going to go
wings,
get the
and
paper.
I was like, oh, wow.
Three, right? Yeah. The 4 forward they have, but it's red.
Genau.
Yeah. Oh, this is also 3 forward. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Right. So, Faan has 4 Warden Squadron K-Wings. Number 1, which is the one with white marker on it, has, where is he, number 1? Proton bombs and Sabine Wren. Number 2 has an ion torpedoes and seismic charges. Number 3 has barrage rockets, that's what it is, proton bombs. And number 4 has barrage rockets and proton bombs. Yeah, so 3 with proton bombs, 1 with seismic charges, 2 with barrage rockets, 1 with ion torpedoes, and 1 with Sabine Wren.
Yeah, so that's quite a bit of ordnance there. So.
Yeah, and on the other side of the table, we've got an interesting little scum mix with Forlom in the G1A Starfighter with Elusive, Advanced Sensors, Mist Hunter, Jamming Beam, and Captain Seavor in the Mining Guild tie with Crackshot, Soul Sixer in the Skurg H6 Bomber, Skill Bombardier, Seismic Charges, Proximity Mines. That's only one though, right? That's one. That's only one. Dude! Which one is it?
That's
Right, now it's fine. Okay, so I can start putting stuff on screen now. Fabian's giving me a hand. Okay.
Use advanced sensors for barrel roll.
Yes.
And one forward.
Okay. So stuff's going to start appearing on the screen now as we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right list, looks like. Captain Seavor is... Which card is Captain Seavor, Richard? Can you see? It will be the tie, so it'll be the top one, right? Because it's not going to shields. Can you hear me? You can't hear me, can you?
Barely.
Right, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Cartel Executioner, which ship's that on those cards?
Look, no idea. Can't
Right.
see it from here.
I'm having a bad day.
Well, I think the one thing I would take notice here on Faan's 4K wings, he has the turrets amidships on each one, so that means the on the sides, left and right.
There we go. Right. So now, that's Sascha's list incorrectly. Yeah, so playing Soul Sixer with Crack Shot. So let's have a look here. Crack Shot, Proximity Mine, Seismic Charges, and Skilled Bombardier. You familiar with Faan, Richard?
Yes, I know him.
Yeah? He's a very good player.
Oh, very good. One of the best Dutch players, former national champ, been to Worlds.
Do you know, I don't think he didn't win the Dutch national. Let's keep that in mind.
it?
It was the UK national he won.
Oh, it was the UK national?
Yeah, he beat George Delapina in the final.
Okay.
Yeah, went with his 3 jump masters. I don't think he's won Dutch national. No, definitely not a Dutch national.
Maybe it was the other guy, a friend of his. So.
Yeah, Jelte.
Yes.
Yes, of course. So. Jelte got to the final of the World Championship against Simeon last year.
Right.
That was where we started to develop a serious rivalry between the UK and Holland, because we got into like 4 finals now of UK against Holland.
Right.
Where it started with Faan against George, and then you had Simeon against Jelte, and you had Wouter against Ben Lee in last year's European Championship. And we're going to get Faan's.
Yeah, I just remember the one World Championships when it was the, I think the top 8 cut where Faan beat Paul Heaver.
Yes.
He was pretty excited about that.
2017. He was quite young then as well. Right? It's been about 3 years.
So.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think I talked about this yesterday. It was, because I commented on how it really makes me sad to see great players judge. Yeah, because they're kind of like taking something away from the tournament experience, right? You never get the opportunity to play against that player, or that player. There's always the shadow of like, if he'd have played, would you still have won, sort of thing. And Paul's obviously decided to do the marshalling opportunity for the Nova Open, right, with the Grand Championship. And okay, I've got the other list now. And it's a shame because I've got lots of friends as well. For example, Nino, who played in Team Spain yesterday, the highest scoring player of Team Spain, he judges at our local events as well. Okay. I've not even got Faan's list on the screen though, so it's not really much help. I'm gonna get there now though.
Okay. There's one of those interesting things with the arcs on the side with the turret.
2 versus 2. Yep.
Checking for not only arc but range.
Then that's no shots. Okay.
Right. So which one's this? This is Sabine, so that's number 1. Okay.
But I think it's going to be interesting to watch Faan fly this list, because I don't think his play style, he'll need to move the turret, because that's a wasted action. That way you can target lock or focus or drop bombs. So, and then, so I don't know if that makes him more predictable. But definitely stuff to consider in this match. But it's interesting how Sascha has kept his ships close together.
Yeah.
I just remember in the meta in 1.0 when the 3K wings, I always wanted to like try to stay apart just because you didn't want multiple bombs dropped on you by more than one at the same time.
Yeah.
So, and whenever in the Dengaroo meta, the 3K wings, the way I played it was I just ran away from them.
Yeah.
And just sniped at them at range 3. So.
Okay, now, right, so he lost the shields on this one.
Right.
Just except one.
He lost 2 shields on the one on the left.
And everything on the right is
1.
the same. It's fine. Yeah, no damage there. Okay, cool. So, yeah, now I'm all done. I can relax again. Sorry about if I seemed altered. It was a bit of a rush to get things done, as it always is. But that was a little bit more pressured because the building of the list was something that's going to take me a little bit longer. Yeah. So while they're on planning phase, I'll keep discussing what I was talking about before with the great players like Nino from Team Championship, from the X-Wing Team Championship. In Team Spain, he judges for us, and that always makes me sad. Or, for example, when I saw OJ Hemmings judging in the UK, really good players. And yeah, I mean, for example, with Paul Heaver, like I can understand why in his case he's like, well, I mean, obviously he's a very accomplished player, right? And very skilled on the rules, and so I can understand why he's decided to marshal Nova Open, because it must get to a position when you're someone with a record as outstanding as Paul Heaver that like it gets to the point like people are gunning for you when they play you, you know. And it's kind of like with Faan, and that's kind of the things that when Faan won that game, it's the myth that come with Paul that was the victory to him, not the fact that he'd beaten Paul Heaver. It was the fact that there was Paul Heaver is this legendary personality, and yeah, you get this, and obviously he probably hates it because knowing him being very humble as he is, that people get this grandiose impression of him. And
and he's treated like X-Wing Jesus, you know.
You got it, exactly. And so people show up to a table and they're like, I'm never going to win. But then when people beat him, it's like with Simeon. When Simeon won that world championship and then went home the next weekend and played a little store championship at Weekend Warlords, and he wasn't putting his all into it. He was jet lagged and stuff like that, and he was just playing for fun anyway. And he got beat by a little kid, and that little kid ran around the room. I built a world champion. You know,
right? Exactly.
So it's kind of like I can imagine what it can be like. It must be like a bit. It can't be a very pleasurable experience to have that people kind of gunning to beat you to kind of as a way of proving their own status. And so it's stuff like that, you know. With Faan, that's kind of what happened when he beat Paul Heaver. It was like it wasn't because he beat Paul Heaver or that he eliminated Paul Heaver. It's that he beat the mysticism that came with Paul Heaver.
Right, exactly.
Yeah? And so it's like that was kind of like at that time when Paul Heaver never lost a world championship.
Right.
To be the person that knocked him out kind of like came with like a huge experience for Faan. And Faan was like playing quite a lot in the vassal scene in those days. Not so much anymore, but yeah, he's definitely proved himself on the international stage lately, winning the System Open in Spain, winning the UK National Championship, and getting multiple tops.
Right, he's always in the mix for making the cut, and if you get matched up with him, that's a tough out.
Yeah. So. And he was playing this same list with not the same list with the 4K wings in Spain. He was playing the 4K wings, which was a list that his compatriot Rick Van Ness came up with in Spain. And that was just when we'd had the points update. And so we knew the lists were going to be illegal, but they were still legal for that event. And so he was like, no, do you know what? I think I can still win with this 4K wing list. And I need to make some changes. I think I can still win. And so that I think what he's trying to do there is trying to prove a point. It was kind of like when Marcel Manzano, who played the Triple Jump Masters, when the Jump Master got nerfed, kept playing Triple Jump Masters to prove a point. Yeah, it's kind of like what Faan's doing here with the K-Wings.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say in 2.0, especially in the team championships last couple days ago, and then here yesterday, the lists have been very diverse in all the different factions.
Yeah.
And even within the factions, slight variations of similar lists that have done quite well, just depending on your play style.
Yeah.
And which is really fantastic.
One hit, one crit, spends a target lock for 2 blanks to make another hit, so 3 and a blank. And in focus.
Shield crits.
1 shield and a crit, so he must have got off an evade there.
Yep.
And that's a wounded pilot.
er schießt auf ihn.
Ja.
Jammt ihn.
Sivor shooting on K-Wing number 2. I think. Range 3. You can hear me okay when I talk that direction, or?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, okay. So 2 evades against 2 hits.
He must check to. Is obstructed.
Yes, this will be obstructed.
He should have him.
Yeah. Range 3.
You know, it seems like
Yes.
the target priority for Faan should be the forlom, but because he's in the back, out of range, can't really shoot at him.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense why Sascha has him in the rear.
So 3 hits against a blank. Takes 3 shields.
And he shot at him.
On the blue
Number 2.
K-Wing.
Number 3.
So firing on number 3 now with
Some
forlom, I
hot
guess.
dice.
He gets 3 and a blank. So yeah, he's the only thing downside is that really Sascha's spreading damage out rather than concentrating right now. But he's managed to get good hits on 3 of those K-Wings.
Right.
Both players on 3-0 as well as we go into round 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've mentioned this in the other 2 matches that, or 3 matches that you need to be 5-1 or better to make the cut for tomorrow.
It was in Gen Con. You guys had 7 rounds, and you were 6-1, right?
That was brutal.
Yeah, fuel leak on the Cartel Executioner.
Looks like range 3.
Yes, it will be obstructed because short point is here.
And obstructed. 3 focus results get converted to hits. And 2 blanks. I think it's on Soul 6. No, it's on the Kimogilo as well.
Checking for number 2.
Half points.
Yep.
Shoot range 3 at C4.
Yeah.
Is it 1 spare turn?
Kind of surprised why he's shooting at
Sivor at the tie, right?
Not sure why he wouldn't follow up on that.
1 hit.
This is just a general announcement for all our X-Wing players. Just to let you know that if you are interested in the Hangar Bay design pods, Hangar Bay registration and the prize
And they go back to Dials.
Hangar Bay is now open.
The attack dice are
Now,
Defend dice are
wondering what we're doing with the prize cards.
Good one
For
you,
today
nobody
and
plays
yesterday's
aces.
event.
Aces were very.
We will feedback on those here shortly once we understand and have everything sorted and counted. So we will get back to you as soon as we know a little bit more. Hopefully in a few minutes. Take care, guys.
Okay, so the prizes arrived. Because on topic, we were talking about Gen Con. At Gen Con, they had 7 rounds. 6-1s had to make it through to the cut.
Right.
And this was because the Gen Con the last day was they had
a hard close.
They had a hard close. It was quite early, and so they couldn't do as many rounds. They had to try and limit the rounds that way. And in a way, it's kind of a way of making sure more people get to play more games as well, right? It was either going to be 7 rounds and 5, or 6 rounds and 6 on the 2 days. And a single elimination on that first round is always a bit of a suck for the people that get eliminated, having to wait all night to play that one game just to get eliminated and sent home, right?
Yes.
All right. So what happened, as I understand, is that all the prizes were basically at Gen Con and then got packaged up and then got shipped over here. Didn't manage to clear customs until 10 a.m. this morning when they got driven over here in a truck, and they arrived about 2 hours ago.
Pretty amazing that customs actually works on Saturday on the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Well, I don't know how these things work, but I get the impression that there must be some way you can put some pressure on them, because otherwise the stuff would have been here before. I don't know.
Yes, definitely. So.
Yeah. And so this weekend for the European Championships instead, we've got 6 rounds on day 1 being day 1A, where we're doing 5-1s go through to a top cut. The next day, we had 16 go through yesterday. And give me a second here. And
today will be a lot more.
Yeah, we're on like 220 players today. We had 147, 220 players. So if the Swiss triangle stats stay on target. 220, no buys. So that means after 6 rounds we should have 24. So plus 16 means you get to 40. Yeah. Yep. So 24 buys for the top 24, and we'll have a bracket for a top 64 with 24 buys. Yeah. So 6 rounds on Sunday.
Is that how they're doing it with 40 people? Wouldn't you just do top 8 get a bye, and then they do the 32, 16, then 24? I don't know. I don't know how they do that.
To make the bracket correctly, you have to go up to the next power of 2.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. So if you've got 40, you've got to go up to 64, giving you the 24.
Why wouldn't you go to?
Because it
48.
doesn't spread out the bracket correctly. You have to have a power of 2. It's got to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 16, 32, 64.
Well, 48 is a power of 2.
What?
So
it's not.
So you give.
It's divisible by 2. It's not a power of 2.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So like it's not. You don't double to 48. It goes 32 to 64.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So how many people will get a bye?
24.
Right. So basically the bottom 16 are basically playing an elimination round.
They have to play out.
Right.
So 8 games get played, and they're playing to go into top 32.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, because that makes sense for the top 24 to basically have a free round, check out their competition, be more relaxed, and well-deserved for accomplishing what they did based on MOV and record.
It also, that's where MOV comes into it. A lot of people think that now MOV is not important, but then you didn't see Carlo Tozzi's game yesterday where he went 20 minutes over time to get 6 points on a Fen round that he'd already won the game.
Wow.
But he was like, he made absolutely sure he was going to get those points. Right, where he took the Fen round, he managed to take Fen round off the board for like 15 extra points, even though he'd won the game already. But like time. They were on planning phase, took ages putting his dials down.
Well, the other incentive is the faction prizes, because some of the factions are overrepresented versus underrepresented. So in order to make the top cuts for the prizes, it's not just wins, but also MOV.
Did you see the stats from yesterday, the faction split?
No, I did not.
They told me it's on Facebook. I've not seen it myself.
I think there weren't as many rebels. There were a lot of Empire.
Lots of Empire. That's true. Is it this?
I played Republic, so I think that was very well representative. Lots of
that
Jedi.
Was definitely very well.
I didn't play Jedi.
I can tell you, every single game I had a Jedi on.
I'm not sure who goes
Yeah, I'm not finding it. I'm not finding it on the Facebook FFG organized play. I'm just seeing a bunch of stats.
Yeah, we might have to look for that in between the next round.
Yeah, but anyway,
that would be good.
But it was 147 players. I understand the split was somewhere reasonable. But for example, today, as I understand it, 1 second, I can find it. As I understand it today, there's somewhere in the region of 27 from First Order. So everyone gets top 32. Imperial have got 55. Rebel have got 33. Republic 37. Resistance 31. Scum 21. And Separatists 16. So if you're playing Separatists today, guaranteed that top 16 prize,
you're already in. Yeah.
So it drops the proximity mine from Soul Sixer.
Yeah, it was interesting. Faan dropped the proton bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was pretty lucky in my match yesterday when someone dropped 2 proximity mines on me, and I rolled focus blanks on 2 times, so I didn't get any damage.
That's one of those moments, as I hit in a focus, that's one of those moments where...
I was glad he didn't have Sabine.
Yeah. where you decide against using proximity mines from then on, isn't it? If you're the person, if you drop proximity mines and the people roll blanks, that's one of those things where you sit there and go, is it really worth it?
Right. Well, I mean, it did take the one auto damage, so so it's not like back in 1.0 where it didn't, you could roll 3 blanks. Yay. So Well, this has turned into one giant furball mess.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what Faan prefers.
Right.
Yeah.
Slam.
It's gonna
Yeah,
slam.
when I walked by his round 2 game, or round 3 game, excuse me,
Yeah.
that's what it looked like. The K-Wings mixed up and everything with the other guy's ships. And interesting that he slammed away.
Yeah, it was a tough decision for him, but I guess in this case he's kind of decided it's his best option to try and be able to get back involved with that ship in the next couple of turns.
Then we begin with. How many
I think he only has a couple more hit points left on that one, too.
Then.
Yeah, he's down to 3 damage left. Yeah, because he got 2, 1 from the auto damage.
Yep.
And 0. Stress calculate.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I think the challenge Sascha is going to have is trying to be able to focus down on one instead of just taking shots at it, you know.
Yeah, because Faan's good at positioning. He's
Right.
going to present multiple ships to you. He's going to force you to make decisions as far as your target priorities are concerned.
Then. Yahugi.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It's got 3 damage cards.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's probably, was that a 4K, you think? Or 4 strip? Yep.
Yep, 4K.
man.
And
man,
Faan read it
had
perfectly.
Hey, that's just money.
Mind games.
Wow.
This one forward.
All right.
And a bump from Sivor, I reckon. There's no way he's fitting in there. No.
Okay. First a hit.
First a hit.
And now a crit.
-1 agility.
Okay.
-1 agility, the structural damage.
Suffer 1 damage and replace.
So the fuel leak gets fixed anyway.
What was the last crit?
That one's dead.
You got a
yeah.
from the protocol.
Structural damage, yeah.
1, 2,
No,
3,
3
4.
hit points left.
Cartel executions,
I've got
okay.
the crit marker here.
How many holes left?
3 hole
3.
left. Looks like.
No, it's 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then the crit because so he suffered a damage from fuel leak, so he's got an extra one. Yeah.
Jam the target lock that you have on number 3.
Okay.
Away.
This is then this one.
Yeah.
Oh, why's my Wi-Fi off?
Doesn't he take an extra damage with
Yeah.
Sabine?
Yeah.
He shoot first.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it.
Are the triggers that way? I don't remember.
Let's take a look. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Wow.
Only naturals with all the. I think I block you. No actions.
Cocked. Reroll. Nothing. That's 4. So 3 shields and a damage. Bam.
Then he shot at him, range 1.
He gets to give him a stress or an ion or a tractor token.
Oh.
Jam, stress, or tractor token or ion. And he's still got the tractor and they're all still there, the car on the card, so he's not used
I
it
guess he
this
gave him an
time.
ion. So you put the ion, or is that the crit?
That's the crit.
Crit,
That's the
okay.
stress.
Okay, you can shuffle.
Well, there was already stress from K-turning, so I guess you can't get him another stress if he already has one.
Sorry, say it again, because I was listening to them.
Can't get him another stress if he's already stressed.
Yeah, he's already stressed.
Okay.
And there's no fuel leak.
Yeah.
And then
I guess
That was
jam
on the wrong
token didn't
ship.
do anything
he
because it goes away at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Zero cannot. He had this one. How many hills left there?
All right, I'm going to try and get these shields updated because.
Shot at him.
Wow.
3 focus results.
Let's go to the target lot.
Gets 2 hits and a
hits.
focus. Spends the focus for free. A focus on the evade.
Focus.
Spends the focus, takes 2.
2 more damage.
How much left?
All right, they're saying in the chat that you used a jam to remove a target lock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Range one. Okay. He died.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. That one's dead.
All right.
This guy.
Cartel executioner.
Range 1 with C4.
Okay.
Range 1 on
I
Seavor
want
from
two
the
dice
blue
as well.
K-Wing.
Wow, two
2
hits.
hits. Oops, I'm taking him off already.
3
Well, he
ones.
rolled 3 blanks anyway, so I nailed that. Yep.
This guy range 1.
Seavor, all right. Wow.
Let's see. No, it's not a thunder.
Not obstructed then. Rolls 2 hits and a crit,
Wow.
Whoa,
Hot
only
dice.
and he gets 1 evade. Takes hit and crit, but there's shields, so Soul 6er.
Yeah, K-Wings at range 1 can deal out some damage.
Yep.
He gave him the stress.
Forlom gives a stress to Soul 6er. And they go back to darts. So, I've not got the Cartel Execution off the table. There we go, up to date. So now, Faan's got damage all over the place, and damage to be worried about, but having taken the Cartel Execution off has given him more space to move that orange and the white K-Wing around on the left side of the board, bring them back round with slams. Whereas the turquoise and yellow one will probably be bank slamming to the left, from themselves. And I think I'm going to see what we're going to see here is we're going to see Faan disengage completely and do something that's very typical for him, just kind of like disengaging and circling around to try and find a more favourable engagement for himself.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what he wants to do, it'll allow him, I think, to maybe do 1 banks or hard 2s.
Mm-hmm.
And then knowing he's not going to get shot, possibly take a target lock.
Yeah, true.
To set up another swing pass, and then he can just focus so that he has more mods.
And he's got those bombs as well to drop.
Yeah, so those bombs. Yeah, so I don't know where Sascha's going to go.
And for example,
hit by another bomb or 2.
For example, if I just quickly switch up here over to the table camera, the light blue one, no, the light blue one's proton bombs. It's the yellow one that's got the seismic charges. But yeah, he's not hitting an asteroid from where he is. I was thinking if it was the turquoise one, then that seismic charge would probably reach that rock as well, and that would be handy to hopefully do some damage to Seavor or Soul 6er. Do you think Seavor's doing a fast maneuver? You don't know?
I think maybe a 4K.
Yeah? Because I was thinking maybe if he's going for a shorter maneuver, then maybe leave the K-Wing where it is. Which one's the yellow one? Is number 2 on the seismic charges. No, it's too close to death. Well, I was thinking of maybe dropping the proton bomb from number 3 and dealing away with Seavor, but the number 2's on only with 2 hit points anyway, so that's not a good idea to be giving him a face-up damage card at this time. Right.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those pretty pivotal turn, because it's really going to affect how, setting up the next round, how things go.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what he does with Forlom.
As I said, this is why I say that this is a very Faan trick to be be all over this planning phase for for about 10 minutes, and you'll start seeing these weird stretchy arm things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is how he broke the table last time.
Then system phase, from you first.
So, okay, he's decided. Drops a proton bomb from number 4.
Yeah, this one as well. Yeah.
And from number... does it? All right, so that number 2's got to be running. I think he's probably going to... Maybe he's anticipating that either Forlom and maybe even Soul Sixer, if Soul Sixer was to turn to the left, he's going to get right between those 2 proton bombs.
Right.
And Forlom moving up maybe 1 or 2 is probably also going to be in range of 1, if not 2.
Sorry. That's not a problem. He's got far away.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I think he just kind of
he was waving his hands.
I think he just kind of knocked the ship when he's putting it back. Rick Van Ness has just pointed out part of like the Dutch team strategy regarding the planning phase, and for example, the extra time that Faan takes is that one of the things that you're doing is he's looking all over the table area, because there are players that will focus on where you're looking. You know, like, and I've seen it before. I've seen very tall players. And, for example, the opponent will sit down and skulk back in their chair, get right the way down, and just sit up, look up, and look at their eyes and see whether their eyes are going left or right to try and anticipate the maneuvers that they're doing. And so that's one of the things Faan is doing when he's spending that extra time on his maneuvers, is looking all over the place, trying to make it harder. It's kind of like you guys with your baseball signs, right? When you're trying to convince someone to steal third, and they've got all those maneuvers they do and stuff like that, and they've got like a little. So they've got like a signal for when the actual commander comes in, that people are trained to pay attention to, and all the rest of it is just bluffing, just
distractions, right? Because the other team's looking at what those signals are, because they're trying to read them to see if there's a pattern.
So it's the same kind of thing, is that Faan's filling his planning phase with a bunch of disinformation to try and cover up any true information he might be giving away. Yeah. So a very short maneuver there. Maybe even takes a target lock.
Focus.
No focuses.
It's probably going to turn. Yeah. No? I guess they got to figure out how
they're trying to get rid of Seaball first.
Yeah. Yep. R2 to the right.
Yeah, R2 to the right.
Okay.
Probably slam away because he didn't want to get bombed by himself.
Yeah, of course. Especially when he's only on 2 damage. That face-up direct hit is not going to be something he wants to see right now. There we go.
All right.
We begin with Captain Seaver.
Okay, Captain Seaver, a free turn to the left. And he's probably going to want to barrel roll to the right and get out of range of that bomb, because he's on 1 damage.
Right.
He's only got 1 hit point left. He doesn't want to
and also to
give
get
that
out
away.
of range 3 from that one on the left, bottom left.
Yeah.
Yep,
there you go. So barrel rolls right and towards the back. So now this is what I want to see, where Soul Sixer and Forlom were going.
Still has 2 shields, so
Yeah.
So he's just going.
Yeah, it's not so bad for these 2. Okay. now.
Oh, it's target locking. Okay. Yep. It'll be range 3. Now he has to figure out what Forlom's going to do here.
Yeah. Forlom needs to be very careful.
What did he reveal his dial?
He's not revealed yet, no.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
On one side, he's got.
Oh, okay. He does have advanced sensors, so he's probably thinking about possibly barrel rolling, but he doesn't want to hit his own prox mine. So he's probably looking at, can he make the hard one?
Yeah, I mean, barrel rolling.
Yep. Okay, barrel rolling left. Yep.
And
probably all the way to the rear. Yeah, he'll be fine. Looks like he's going to do hard 2. Yeah. Or is he going to do a hard one left?
And okay.
So red maneuver or de-stress. So that
So he did the zero.
Stop?
He did a stop maneuver.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
One shield. Yeah.
All right.
Because he can just pass the stress off.
Right. Oh man.
I know, it needs to be at range 1 to pass that stress off. And no, he's not got it on either of the K-wings.
So did he? Okay.
He used a Sabine to jam him.
Oh, there goes that target lock. So did they not do the bomb?
I think they did, but
I thought that was at the end of the.
At the end of the activation phase. No, the other one's gone. I think it's just they've left it there, and I've not paid attention to where the damage went on Soul Sixer. Yeah, because he's lost another shield. There we go. And took the jab. And took the
I didn't see him remove a shield either.
And that's a tractor beam token. Yeah, no, he's removed it though. It's down to 1 hit point. It's down to 1 shield now. It was a tractor beam token, so now they're going to try and fire on him and get as many hits through as possible.
Oh, yeah. But I think it's.
Yeah, it's range 2. Oh,
2 blanks.
2 blanks. That sucks. Especially since they had a focus. Like, man.
Yeah.
Okay, next round.
And they go back to Dars. So like I say, kind of spread out there, Faan with his K-wings, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to try and get space and then re-engage in a more favourable position. Forlom's kind of kept himself back, and I don't know, because he's going to have to turn to the right now, right? With Forlom, because he's going to avoid that. He's got to avoid that proton, the proximity mine.
Yeah, well, the problem is now, the challenge is to figure out what move so that he can have shots at somebody and not run into a bomb. Yeah. Another proton bomb. It's like,
it's true, because I mean, the blue one's still got a proton bomb and will most likely be dropping that because Forlom's got to go a bank maneuver to the right. To
and
avoid
he's stressed, so he didn't pass off the stress, right?
It needs to be the 1 bank is the only one he's got. He's got 1 bank, so 1 and 2 straight. 1 and 2 straight are going to put him on the proximity mine. A 1 bank to the left, I think, will put him on the proximity mine as well. He's got to go 1 bank to the right, and that's going to put him right face to face with a proton bomb.
Yeah, this is definitely not good. So I think whatever the least of the worst directions is going to put him where he'll have no shot. So which is very bad, because that'll allow Faan to focus down on Seevor and take him out. So. Yeah, I think the K-wing on the right, the turquoise, is going to go left.
It's going to turn up the board edge, yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll focus down on the Skurg there. So, and I'd probably expect him to do a 3-bank right on number 1, the white one.
Yeah.
They have 2 guns potentially on Seevor there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I would guess number 2. If number 2, number 3, the one with the orange base marker on it, were to take a free turn to the left, he gets into a good position to pursue Forlom. Forlom running into the proton bomb from number 4. Whilst the blue and the yellow and the white ones just kind of like make sure that Seevor and Sol Sixer aren't just going to get away with themselves.
Right.
Yeah. And there's not much that really Sascha can do here because Forlom's got no options. Sol Sixer will be not in a position to engage this round. And
he could do a 3 Talon roll or do a hard 2 left. Maybe even hard 3.
3 Talon roll left or right? Left, right? Because of the asteroid.
Yeah, it'd have to be left.
But then I still think he'd be too far away from any of the K-Wings to be any use this turn.
True.
Right, so he drops the bomb.
Yep.
Is he going backwards? Oh no, he's dropping the bomb as well, right? Okay, I was thinking, have those reverse maneuvers?
Yeah, seismic the proton bomb.
Seismics it. Yeah, those 2 gas clouds are there at range 1, so that's not bad.
Yep.
Yeah. Either looking to block Seevor there, or maybe anticipate Seevor turning to the right, but I don't think so. I would think that actually that Ty took a 2 turn to the left.
Yeah, that's what I would expect.
But if that's the case, the arcs are still covering him. This K-Wing comes up now.
Yep, I say 3-bank. There he goes. Yeah, I think the ideal position for Seevor is if he did a hard 3 to the left and barrel rolls into the front of the K-Wing.
in between the 2 of them, in that blind spot,
right.
But that's probably the best position to put him in right now, But that's with the information that knowing that they're there.
So we'll see if Sascha predicted that. So we'll see. Oh, that's a good block for that. Where he went. Yep, hard
2 turn. Yeah,
that's what I thought he'd do.
Now he's got the option to try and tank damage here from the seismic charge, or boosting to just try and get away with it and maybe chase down Sol Sixer later.
No, I think he should. Well,
I should say slam.
Does he have any shields left on that one?
On that one, on the turquoise one, he's got.
Actually, he's
lost all shields. He's got all hull left.
Wow. Yeah, I'd probably just take the 1 hull hit and target lock him. Because, like you said, I don't think he's going to do a right turn because of the rock. So
I mean, if Sol Sixer destroys that gas cloud, he's probably going to take damage himself as well. Well, okay.
That's interesting.
That's an interesting place to put himself in. I guess he's anticipating Sol Sixer turning to the right. No, he's already moved.
Right.
No, he hasn't. No. Right, okay. So maybe Sol Sixer tries to turn to the right and bumps that K-Wing. And Sascha's read this well because he's read that the K-Wing was going to... I assume he's read that the K-Wing was going to be there, and that saved him from going over that prox mine.
Focus.
Yeah.
And Seevor?
See if he does a hard 3. Come on, hard 3 left. Oh,
no. It's a small, tiny one.
That's the worst situation. Because both of them have arc, and he can't barrel roll.
Yeah.
The only thing you do is barrel roll away to get out of range 1.
Yeah. So Sabine's still got an ion and a stress token.
This one detonates, 1 damage, fine.
1 damage
that's
for
a damage.
turquoise.
And yours nothing.
Oh, it's already got a couple of damage cards on it actually. I've missed.
Then, so it's
We're
6
not
up
going to
against.
remove the gas cloud.
Range 3.
And well, they've not done it yet. I don't know if we're going to forget, but we can't say anything just yet. If they go through into planning phase, then we'll have a judge speak to them.
And focus.
2 hits, and there's an evade, so just 1. And he uses crack shot. And off.
Got him.
Then,
Yep, there we
so
go.
6 up. Range 2. Jam you.
Soul, the jam from Captain Seavor. Soul 6 rolls 2
2
dice.
hits. 1.
And it looks like an evade.
So that's 1.
And he nothing. Shoot back.
There you've got 2 hits.
2 hits. Wow.
And blank, blank, blank.
Oh, man, there goes. Wow.
These dice are insane. Yeah, the green dice.
Yep.
I gave him the stress.
Oh, sorry, I can send
There goes that stress.
I gave him the stress.
Yeah, it gives the stress to the K-Wing. But he's still in a position with Forlom that like he's going to be really careful not to touch that bomb.
Right.
Right, they've gone back to dial, so I'm going to have a judge speak to him about the gas file. Spectators aren't allowed to talk to the players. Have a judge get involved.
Oh, is that what was happening?
I've sent Vince over to remind them now. They've removed the gas cloud. See, I can't go tell them myself because the rules say spectator is not allowed to speak to players. Right? So I have to go find a judge and tell him to go talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes players they get so wrapped up in some of the games that they
absolutely.
forget those things.
I mean, it's like that one trigger that's in one moment, and if you forget it that moment and move past it, it's not in your mind state anymore. And
right.
It's like we didn't do that. And like I say, it's the sort of thing like it wasn't something that I needed to run over and sort out straight away. But once they're in the planning phase, starting to think of their maneuvers. If an obstacle's there, it's an issue, which is kind of something we ran into with System Open in the UK, where we had there was a situation with a rock that got moved at some point during the game, and there was someone went to do their maneuver, and it was like, well, the rock's been moved, and it's like, well, you can't. Well, what ended up happening was different. There was a judge watching it, both players agreed, so happened what happened, and that's it. But he was planning his maneuvers and seeing the rock in one place, and now he's doing his maneuver, they move the rock, and so like, I'm on the rock, It's not really fair to have someone plan their maneuvers with their rock in one place and then move it while they're doing their maneuvers for whatever reason, But all 3 of them, the judge watching the table and the 2 players, agreed that the rock needed to be moved, and it moved, and the ship landed on the rock.
Yeah. Well, that's why some players they put that sticky tape or some other sticky stuff so it stays more firmly to the mat, so it doesn't move around from just bumping the table or the occasional. I've like with Faan putting his hand on the table. I did that yesterday. Actually pressed on the obstacle and we're like, I need to fix it. And it's easy when it's 2-2 in the corners, It's simple. Like you just remeasure. Your opponents can be like, that's where it goes. Yeah. But when it's in the middle of in the game mat, it could be anywhere.
So it's kind of like it's what you say. It's so people use a lot of blue tack.
Yes, exactly.
You guys have that stuff, right?
Yep.
I think if you're West Coast America, they call it quake putty. It's like this. It's not blue tack because some other company made the same thing just without the dye in it, and it's the sort of stuff they use. Basically, when you've got like your shelves with all your ornaments, you put it on so if there is an earthquake, they don't fall over. And I think that's why they call it Quake Putty. They made this stuff before Blue Tack, and so it was kind of already produced.
I never even thought about
they
that.
couldn't produce it. As I understand it, maybe I'm wrong. But,
yeah, when I lived on the West Coast, I didn't worry about that. So.
But yeah, Blue Tuck is very common, and Faan's moving. So let's switch the camera around. Dropping a bomb, making it really hard for Forlom there. He's got a proximity mine and a proton bomb.
Yeah,
pretty much covering.
He's gonna lose a shield.
All of his options.
Yeah.
Now, did I check the...
Yeah, that's where when you were the scum player, you wish you had Nim. Oh, yeah, friendly bombs don't affect you, and you just fly right over them. Okay, 3 bank. Yep, that way he keeps arc on. Yep, 2 bank. Huh. I think he's going to probably slam the block. Yep,
yeah,
but
of course.
Hey.
Yeah, and so slots himself in there
Yep.
really easily.
This one, barrel roll. Yeah.
Yep, one way to not get shot is have your opponent bump into you.
Advanced sensors, advanced barrel rolls to the left.
Yep.
This one. Yeah.
And that looks like a 4 straight.
4 straight. Yeah, he's still going to be in range 1 no matter what.
Yeah, Faan's got his World Championship templates.
Oh, K-turn.
4 K-turn.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess you got to have guns.
Yeah.
He needs to be able to shoot.
Still at range of that.
Yeah, he's gonna have.
Bomb.
He's just gonna lose
it's
his
just
shield.
A shield
yeah,
though.
he's trading in it to be able to shoot.
But then there's the Sabine ion or stress token, leaving him double stressed.
Yep, 1 bank. Yep.
And the block works.
Yeah, and it has no shots, but then he's gonna get shot at. No focus. Yep. Range 1, so that's definitely an opportunity for Faan to get a lot of damage in.
Bombs goes off. Yep. You lose a shield. Yep.
If he can roll a crit,
gives her a stress.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Bam, bam. That's not good. All right, that's 1 shield. From Forlom. Range 2.
At him.
So his own. Right. So hit. Becomes hit. Well, it must have been a reroll.
Yeah, it was cocked.
Yeah. Blank and a focus.
So 1 hit.
Yep. So range orange 2. K-Wing fires on Forlom. Range 2 gets 2 hits.
Nice.
And there's a focus. 2 focuses. Focus and evade. Evades 2.
Oh, it's checking for a bullseye. Oh, there you go. Oh.
Range 1.
Yeah, the range 1.
Yeah.
3 dice. Focus. Wow. That's 3.
Yeah. 3 hits.
No crits though, but.
The focus.
Focus doesn't do anything, so taking 3.
Wrong shit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. When the computer decides to update, or the internet lets me push through the update, I should say. See, what's happened is I've taken off the shield, but it's not pushing through the update.
Yeah.
The internet's really weird.
Really slow? Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, like,
not slow as such, but it there we go, now it's gone.
There
right?
It is.
It's not slow as such, but it's like every now and then it decides, nah. And you got to wait for like 30 seconds for it to catch up.
X-Wing players, that is just shy of 13 minutes remaining in your round. 13 minutes, that's 13 minutes remaining in your round.
So his Faan's posturing for the planning phase.
Oh, yeah.
His power posing. I love Faan, 100%. Actually, when we had the system open in Spain, we stayed together, me, Faan, and Rick Porcius, and I had a great time.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and make it over there one of these days.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would always love to have you, Richard, so you know
that'd be awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your Spanish snacks?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, I understand the paella, the seasoning. I understand that because you got to make rice, but like those chorizo packs, man, I gave you 2. Open one, try them out. They're definitely worth it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then you can go back.
Probably save them for one of the flights. When we get back to the States, where they only give you peanuts or crackers.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to open them up and they're going to disappear. there's like 6 sticks of chorizo in each packet, and like I say, you're going to bite one. It's just going to be like, I got to eat them all now.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
All right. I wonder what kind of bombs we're going to see next.
Yeah. I mean,
what's going to happen?
Well, Soul Sixer, right? Sorry, Forlom has got to go 1 or 2 back straight, right?
Yeah.
Because he's banking. He's either going too close to the board edge or too close to that bomb for the next turn. He's got to remove 1 stress this turn with a 1 or 2 straight, and then use the 1 bank left to slot in between the proton bomb, the proximity bind, and the gas cloud. So I don't think if the orange K-Wing was to drop a bomb, I don't think it would be any good for him. I think if anyone's going to drop the bomb, it's the white one. But I think the white one has... Let me see what is on the list again. The white one has proton bombs. Does he spend all the charges? Wait for Faan to move. No, he has not spent all the charges. So, yeah. Are you out?
Okay. You want to drop on?
1 second.
No problem, man. Tom Reed gets eliminated from European Championship.
Yep. It's tough competition.
Well, I should say eliminated. He loses. I think he's lost his second game now, and so he's dropped. Yeah, drop the proton bomb from the white one.
Yep. All right, there we go. Another
and a seismic charge
Yeah.
from Soul Sixer. I think that might just be out of range. Range 1 of those asteroids. Oh no, maybe the bomb.
It'll be in range 1.
I think it's in range 1.
Yeah, it's in range.
It'll be close. It'll be close. If it's in, it's by like less than half a centimeter.
Yes, shit. Yep. 2 banks. Okay. Maybe mark Sol. Yep.
Yeah, it's going really well.
Yep.
Okay. What? Who do you want to shout out, Christoph?
To Rick.
Rick Van Ness. Yeah.
I don't expect you to do both of those streams.
Why? Because you're losing, right?
Oh, wow. This is interesting. He's having Forlom turn right onto the mine.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he's like, hey, I need to get shots. I've got shields, whatever.
But he's not.
Hey,
he takes 1 damage. He's still stressed.
We'll take the auto 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He just rolled, so 2 now.
And this one?
Yeah, he's got to take shots, try to get another K-Wing off the board.
Yeah, but...
All right, Talon roll. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum back. So, yeah.
Except next to the proton bomb. That's not good. But
yeah.
Where are you going to go?
Stress.
That's the problem with bombs.
Fuel leak?
Fuel leak.
Oh.
On the Soul Sixer.
You're getting pretty good at recognizing it.
Well, he said it that time.
Oh, you heard it? Okay.
That I can't, credit where credit's due. Yeah, there's a lot of times where I'm really good at it and I'll take that prize, but like that time it's not fair.
All right, so it looks like that seismic charge wasn't in range 1, so
yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so 1 hit, 1 crit. Yeah, seismic charge was not at range 1 of the bomb, and a blank.
Another blank.
So face-up damage card. That's a panic pilot.
Yeah, Hound's dead.
Then
It's going to take a minute for the software to update.
That was worth it for Sascha to have his Forlom turn in.
Yeah.
Take 2 and take shots. So got to do what you got to do.
I guess. Do you think?
Because you can't win if you don't shoot at anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
keep the 2 stress.
Forlom is in a pretty healthy state as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense. Still got
Still
that double
above
stress.
points, so not a problem.
And now he's got those 2 Warden Squadron pilots on 3 hit points are doable for Soul Sixer and Forlom.
Yes.
Right, hit and
wasn't
crit. And a blank.
Uh-oh, no direct hit. Or
Takes one evade, takes one direct, one
crit.
Or did he? Yeah.
That looks like range 1 there.
Got lost the shield, right.
Oh,
God. Just like 2 and a crit. And there's an evade, takes 2
more, shield and a halt.
And that's a
that's a crit.
That's a blinded pilot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, that's one way to get rid of stress. Give one.
Yeah.
Give one to the enemy.
Yeah.
Problem solved. All right.
Yeah, so that would have been why he turned in to get himself into range to be able to pass off the stress as well.
Yep.
Take the 2 damage, risking taking 3.
Search 1 die.
Wow.
Noon die. I think
so Sascha's got 147, Faan's at 139.
Yep.
Very close.
Just 8 points in it.
And how much time we got left? What, 6 minutes?
Yeah,
5?
6 minutes.
Okay, maybe 2 rounds. Depends on how much bombs get dropped.
Depends on Faan, I'll tell you that much.
True.
Depends on Faan because of Faan's planning phase and his power stance.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charlie in the chat. I see you. You don't play X-Wing anymore, Charlie. Okay, looks like they're done. That's a fast one. Like I say, it's like it can be free. It could be free even 4 turns if they want it to be. It depends on how. Then in that last turn, like I say, if they get into when they get into that last turn, when times get called, I can guarantee you, Faan's going to take his time. He always does it.
Okay, he's good. Going in for the block.
Then he bumps.
Bumps into the K-wing.
Block.
Yeah.
And range 2 though.
Yeah.
And 1. Wow, this is going to be a race.
Yeah.
It looks like just outside of range 1.
Whether
so range
4-LOM can take.
De-stressed.
Yeah, can take
the
either
target lock
blue one off. He wants to take the blue one off so that the blue one doesn't get to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the target priority.
He's got blinded pilot.
He's trying to figure out who he wants to shoot, but I would shoot at blue because they both have 3 hulls. So.
Yeah.
Want to jam him?
He's going to jam him first with his action. Action to jam.
Oh, really?
Remove that focus token.
Oh, nice. That's good. That evens it up. And it's range 1.
Yeah.
Look like so. 4 on 1. Yeah.
Oh, one hit, 1 crit, 1 focus, 1 blank. There's an evade.
And a dodge. Wow. So
just a crit.
No. I don't know.
I didn't hear what it was. I didn't see it either. But maybe. No, I don't know. I've got no idea what it is.
Yeah, range 2.
Off camera.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's range 2.
Range 2 gets 1 hit, 2 hits.
Wow.
And there's a blank.
Wow, 1 hit point. Man.
Yeah,
so
Soul 6 are down to 1 hit point now.
Back to dials.
And then back to dials. Let me just go double check what that crit was.
Yeah.
How many? What? 2.
Structural damage.
Oh, that means a freebies. Gonna be like Wedge.
Mm-hmm. Now look, there's 3 minutes left in the round. As it stands, Faan behind by 3 points. All ships are on half points. It's about who can take a ship off this turn.
Wow.
And to be fair to Sascha as well, he's playing for it. He could have had the opportunity to run, but he's definitely pushing the engagement, or at the moment it seems to be. It's a really close game. 1 hit point on Soul Sixer wins the game for Faan. 2 hit points on a Warden Squadron wins the game for Sascha.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes with his K-Wings because yeah, I think I would, if I was Sascha, I would have, well, let's see, does he have any more bombs on his K-Wings or anything?
Well, let's see. He's got no, 1 proton bomb on the white
blue one or the white one?
The well. Excuse me. The white one's dead, isn't it? There's an orange one and a blue one.
Because we has
no bombs.
Nothing?
No bombs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they turn. You all right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Suddenly, you just get one of those dry throws and it starts going crazy.
Uh-oh. All right, we got dials down.
Yep, and 1 minute left. No,
no. Discount double check.
So 1 minute left
here we go.
Round. And that's
okay,
a 2-turn.
Uh-oh. Slamming. Okay. Interesting.
Doesn't want to lose that ship.
Right. Yeah. I think he's going to just deal 1 bank and he still has shots.
Als Action Advanced Sensor.
Right. What's he doing?
So,
advanced sensors.
Yeah. Flips down his blinded pilot.
Oh, he
does a stop maneuver. Gets a focus. Soul Sixer takes a free turn to the right.
No, I think it's a Talon roll.
Oh yeah, of course. He wants to get the shot off.
Is it higher PS? No, actually lower PS.
So did that? So does that mean the Warden Squadron bumped?
No. It's,
I guess the Warden Squadron bumped.
Can we begin? He shot at him?
Yeah. Soul Sixer fires on.
Oh man.
Warden Squadron pilot, range 1, gets 2 hits, 1 in a crit. 1 in a crit.
It's cocked.
Come
on.
Blank.
No, blank.
Face-up damage card is a direct hit.
That's direct hit. And he's dead. Yep.
And there Faan takes his first loss of the day.
Yep. All right, what a match.
That was a good game. That was really close. And Sascha played really well to be able to take it from Faan. And Faan didn't exactly give it away either.
No, I thought Faan was going to take it. But I think getting those hits early on even though it was spread out and wasn't able to focus on to add it up, started catching up.
And it was a great game. Thank you for joining me, Richard.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I hope you're having a great time here in Poland.
Definitely.
Awesome. I'll see you later.
Yes, I will. All right,
okay,
thanks.
Cool. Bye.
When you fear, when I run away, you can shoot him.
Yeah, but the thing is, where do I go? Yeah, so I had to.
I want the last shot from him.
Did really well. Sascha, well done. It's a close game till the end. Okay, let's do this bit first, guys.
Sascha, Interview erwartet, dann sind nicht kurz
It's obviously Gott. Voll um halb sind 37.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
You become from me 100. how many points from
So
you?
you killed. Number 4 is the only one. Half left life you killed. 52 plus 48 is 100.
Yeah.
Plus 47 is 147. Plus 26 is 173. Thank you guys. Good was a cool game. Awesome game. Lots of things with the bombs.
Yeah, lots of bomb and lots of bomb.
Yeah.
Many medium bases.
Yeah. I need to maybe a bit later.
Okay. You want an interview?
Oh, no.
No interview.
The last interview was so terrible. My English.
I've had you before.
Yeah. Hanover.
I'll have an interview.
Bist du reingehen? Du bist mein PR-Manager.
Sit down, Faan.
Ich mag jetzt.
Okay, Faan, well done, well played.
Yeah, thanks.
Right?
It was an insane game.
It was really close as well. I mean, you knew how many points you were ahead. You were
I needed
behind
to
by.
kill one of their
Yeah.
one of his ships because I halved both. I needed just to kill one.
Yeah.
And
You
then,
were half point. You were 8 points behind him up until that last die roll.
Yeah. But I knew that his ships were worth more, so I needed
and
to
that
kill one
direct
more.
hit basically is just what
Yeah,
killed
he
it.
still had the forlom shot, but I mean, when I went for this plan, if I did that, I really hoped that the shot was modified, of course, with Sol Sixa. So if he rolls scrap, then I have a chance there. To get him back.
And he didn't roll excessively well. No,
Well, in that roll not, but in some other rolls he did actually.
Yeah. So anyway, but now that's your first loss of the day, right?
Yeah.
And everyone was watching at home. Rick Van Ness, Charlie.
Yeah.
They saw it, and I think, like we said just at the end, is that well played to Sascha to win it, because
yes, he played very well.
And basically what won it for him was when he was like, he had fall on double stress, and he decides, I've got to turn over the proximity mine and take the damage.
Yeah, I think that was on the one hand it was a good one for him to do that, because now he could get back into the game. I was expecting him to go straight and then he had to go all the way around the proximity mine, being double stressed, that he was out of the game.
Yeah.
Now I took 2 damage, which brought me a lot closer to halving forlom and scoring those points as well.
Yeah.
But it's tricky, of course. If he goes around, then I have 3 K-Wings versus only Sol Sixa, and maybe I killed that.
Of
and
course,
then, So it was a good decision.
And it was him coming in that gave him the extra shot.
Yeah.
Take the damage from the proximity mine.
Get some stress away.
And just
jam.
gave me the option to move the stress. Yeah, the jam was pretty good. So yeah, it worked out really well for him. That doesn't mean that you gave it away at any point. You played as well as you could at that situation. It just like you're saying there, dice and a direct hit kind of just went against you in that respect.
And his list is very funny. And also with I was actually quite lucky to kill C4 that quickly.
Yes,
because C4 is really a nuisance for my list with jam, and he jams, and I cannot shoot barrage rockets or I cannot shoot my iron torpedoes. What happened? So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, best of luck for the last 2 games. No problem. Thank you for appearing as always. See you soon. Good luck.